Welcome back to the DawgPound News. I am your host, Daniel Ramirez, and here is the news roundup for the month of February. For our first segment of the month, we have an interview with Miss Haslett to get to know her a little bit more.
I'm Maria Haslett, and I am the Fine Arts Department Chair at Versailles Central.
And our first question that we would like to ask is, how long have you been teaching?
So this is year 28. I've been teaching since back in the 1900s, since the last century, and I've been teaching high school since 2000.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about teaching art?
My favorite thing about teaching art is I love problem solving. So when students come up with ideas and they come to me with different questions about how to do a particular project, I love to be able to brainstorm with them and to problem solve how to come up with a really great solution for their work.
Okay, that's amazing. And the third question for today is, any hobbies or favorite things?
Well, I spend a lot of time here, and I spend a lot of time doing work outside of the school as well, and kind of to help support art teachers throughout the state. And so in my spare time, I spend time with my family. I spend time in the studio creating, painting, doing ceramics, and hiking and spending time in nature.
That's amazing. The last question that we have is, favorite competitions or events?
So we do approximately anywhere from like 13 to 15 competitions a year, and it's hard to pick a favorite because they all have different personalities and they also serve different groups of people. So I really enjoy the full competition season because there's opportunities for students from the beginning level all the way through advanced to participate. I would have to say probably my favorite though is the National Honor Society showcase that we have at the end of the year that highlights our AP students and our seniors, because that is basically just a big celebration of the year's hard work and a great time to spend time with their families and other people from the community.
So a way of bringing people together.
Absolutely.
Well, that is wonderful. And that is all we have for today of this segment. See you next month on...
Thank you, Miss Haslett, for telling us a little bit more about yourself. In this upcoming months for the College and Career Center, we have a military panel with all of the branches. And we also recently have someone from the Marine Corps to come in and talk about the cybersecurity. And we also have an event to show off the students who have enlisted in the military. And next up, we are joined by Ms. Chambers to talk about what the Bulldog Best program is for the students that aren't familiar with it. And so I'm Daniel Ramirez, and I'm here with...
Liz Chambers, Miss C.
So we have a couple of questions to ask about the Bulldog Best program here at Central.
Oh, fantastic. So Bulldog Best is actually PBIS, which is Positive Based Interventions and Supports. So the program really is trying to recognize students who are already doing very positive things, and then we get to show them, we see you, we recognize the good work you're doing.
And so how did it all get started?
So before I was a teacher here, Dr. Josh Lowe started it with Karen Cole. He used to always say, look for the good in people. And so he brought the program to Forsyth Central so that just part of our community can see students for the best already in them.
And so how can students be nominated for the award?
Okay, so I'll refer to our poster. Maybe it's kind of on the side. So this is our matrix, and FCHS, Forsyth Central High School. So F is for family, C is for communication, H is for honesty, and S is for service. So for example, I have a student who is working on a project, and it was a research paper, and he has worked sincerely hard on this paper for about 2 weeks. So I gave him a Bulldog Best for honesty for all of his sincere hard work. Another way I've seen students hold the door open while other students are coming in. That would be a good example of a student being a part of family, like helping out family. And a lot of students get it for service, like if they see a fellow student struggling and they step in and say, let me help you, or they carry a lunch tray. That can be seen as service.
And so, when are the winners announced for Bulldog Best?
Okay, so teachers give students recognitions all month long, and at the end of the month, there's an event for students to go, and they're recognized by Tracy Winkler and by the team and given a reward, such as a Chick-fil-A sandwich, or a Sony Mountain biscuit, or a Dunkin' refresher.
And so, what are the major benefits that students receive from being awarded?
So probably one of the best benefits is that recognition, and I think it feels good for me to show students that I see the best in them, and for students to also feel like they're known and they're recognized for what they do that's good.
Well, thank you for answering some of our questions surrounding Bulldog Best.
Yes, I appreciate it. I wanted to share with y'all, this is the tickets that teachers will give, and students can recognize teachers, and students can recognize each other. But you'll get this ticket from your teacher, and then you'll take it to the cafeteria where we have 3 red boxes, and then you get to choose. Do I want a Chick-fil-A sandwich? Do I want a Sony Mountain biscuit? Or do I want a Dunkin' refresher? Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks to the responses from last month, we can now report on what issues students have on their mind. And this is our segment, Student Voices.
Hello and welcome back to the recurring segment called Student Voices. I'm your host, Angel DeCola, and this month's topic is, what club do you think needs more funding and why? And our second question will be, what club do you think needs less funding and why? And no further ado, let's go interview some students. I'm Angel DeCola. I'm here with
Nicholas.
All right, Nicholas. What club do you think needs more funding?
The Magic the Gathering and D&D clubs.
Why do you think they require more funding?
We're like a really big club, and the school almost never supports any of our stuff.
What club do you think needs less funding?
Probably DECA. They're like probably one of the largest clubs, and I'm sure they do some funding in their own form.
All right. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
All right, Jameson. What club do you think needs more funding?
The chess club.
Why do you think the chess club needs more funding?
We need better boards.
All right. What club do you think needs less funding?
The band club.
Why do you think the band club needs less funding?
I just don't like them.
They win multiple trophies. Have you ever won a trophy?
Yes.
Shocker. All right. Thank you for being on our show.
Cole Smith.
All right. This is the second time on this show because he has a lot to say. Oh, yeah. All right. What sport or club do you think needs, like, funding?
Marching band.
All right. Why do you think marching band needs funding, even though they're pretty well funded?
So basically, we have really expensive instruments, and if they get damaged, we have to buy them. We have to get new ones, and they're really expensive.
I also heard that, like, band couldn't go to, like, a trip because they didn't have enough money. Is that true?
My freshman year, it was.
All right. What sport or club do you think needs less money, less funding?
DECA,
Why DECA?
because their marketing probably provides a lot of funds.
All right. Anything else you like to say?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you for being on.
Wait, hang on. I hope everyone has a nice day.
All right. Thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thank you for everyone that was on Student Voices this month. If you want to be on Student Voices next month, we'll be walking around during lunch. And if you want your topic to be picked for next month, we'll have QR codes all around the stub. Just submit your answer, then you have a chance of your topic being picked. This is Student Voices. See y'all next month.
And as we continue to bring up issues that students have, keep finding the QR codes in the stub to have your voices heard. That is all we have for this month, and remember, go Dogs.